Let me just fix this here. I need to see it brighter. There we go. There we go. How's it going? As you can see, I'm cleaning up. I wish, oops. I wish I'd had a really nice big piece of blue fabric. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to frame that, but I think I have some white garlic. Yeah, don't look at my hair. Don't look at my hair. Let me say hi to everybody. Let me say hi to everybody. Bronwyn P, Carol McKinney, Dallas Red, Faisy, Lee McLeod, our half-acre homestead, c'est moi. Pamela Nelson. Pamela, did you see your video this morning? And Sue Bass, Terry White, Yarn Prepper, and now we are jumping. So let me just pop out my chat here. Okay, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. I have my video paused because it's Santa Claus holding a mask that said everything will be okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, every time I live stream, unless I do this, you're not going to see the tree. It's going to be that's why I put the big one right here last year, but it made moving around the office really difficult. So I've decided to make a winter Christmas scene in my sewing area. Hi, Moby Dave. How are you? Jean Miller and everyone. Yes. Okay. I wrote down a few things I wanted to mention. I'm almost done my Christmas cards. This is 37 Christmas cards. Now, the folks who are getting recipe exchanges and stuff, and moderators who've sent me your email address or your snail mail addresses, these are not getting mailed out just yet because I still have more to do and I have to finish going through my address book. And if I don't go through my address book, I'll forget who I sent them to, and somebody may get two and somebody may get none. So I can't mail them out until they're all done. So that is them. Hi, Kim Solomon. How's it going? Even if not say individually to everyone, I'm saying it to the computer for you to hear. Love and hugs and kisses. Hey, Dallas, Terry White, my Daisy, Lori LaFleur, Moby Dave, Empty Nester. So, my granddaughter is waving at you. Mwah! There you go. Hi, Tina's granddaughter. What's her name so I can say hello? Mama B, I sent the info you asked for. Thank you, darling. Thank you. We are killing the chickens this weekend. I just about lost my crap on Howard last night, because I asked him to, feed and water the birds on Sunday. And he did. Now, the wire that I have a turning wood block that holds the door shut, but I also had a wire contraption that I put over the little lever because it might be too, it was a little too difficult for raccoons to maneuver. Wire's missing. Last night after dark, Howie said, I think there's chickens loose. There's one on the wood pile. And he said, I think something got into the chickens. And I kind of got angry. And he goes, you can't blame me. And I said, yes, I can. I've been asking you for weeks to dispatch those birds so that I could clean them out and can them. And I said, now we're down 2. Anyway, the video's tomorrow. I have a couple of addresses left to copy, then I'll be done and out to post. Yeah. We are too. Chickens are going to freezer camp on Saturday. Well, ours aren't going to freezer camp. The chickens and roosters are going into the canner camp, and the turkeys are going to freezer camp. So I just got to figure out what day Howie wants to hunt. I phoned him today and said, you got to tell me if you're hunting, because he's going to hunt and then he doesn't go. Right? So if he's going to hunt this weekend, I said to him, if you're going to hunt this weekend, pick a day, because the other day we're butchering. Done. I'm done. So He used to roost in the barbecue grill. Oh, that was a way to clean. Must be a fight to clean. My granddaughter's name is, Hi, Andrea. Mwah. Hello. You'd be good for grandma, honey. Um, so yeah, I got my cards are almost done. Let's put it this way. I bought 90 Hallmark cards, 100 Canadian stamps, and 14 or 12. How many stamps were there? Oh, I threw the things away. And 12 or 14 American stamps. Everybody's getting a card that I got an address for. Because you know what? This is the year. This is why Christmas cards or greeting cards were invented. To let people know far away that we're thinking of them. And there's going to be a lot less people able to get together this year. So Christmas cards should be. This is something that we're going to find post-pandemic, if it ever is a post thing. That, old things to keeping in touch are going to come back into play. Bev, harvested celery and dehydrated all of it already, dry and in jar. Leaks tomorrow. Thanks for your help and advice. No problem. I don't give advice. Ever. I share experience, strength, and hope. Yeah, Christmas cards need to come back. Absolutely. Well, I'm pretty sure most of these are YouTube friends, moderators, and card exchange. Rest, I'm working on family. Oh, I'm waiting on recipe cards I can put through my printer due to my broken wrist. Well, that works, right? Sending Christmas cards to all our family and friends. Thinking about doing a Valentine's exchange. Don't know yet. Valentine's is more of a personal thing. It's not, we're not back in public school where everybody has to bring in Valentine's for everybody in the class, right? Valentine's is kind of I'm not huge on Valentine's. I think it's, it's a reason to sell diamonds and chocolate and roses. That's all, I mean, I don't know. I'm weird about it. I mean, I do something for Howie. I'll make him heart-shaped pancakes or something, usually. But I mean, other than that, it's not that big of a deal. Hey, from Texas, Martha Holcomb, how's it going? And Angela Mockler, longtime watcher, first-time commenter. Well, welcome and thank you. What brand of needles do you use for quilting? I'm going to show you because I'm about to order some from Amazon. I'm going to show you what I do. Where's Amazon? And I have some happy news. Give me a second. I'm going to show you what's in my cart. What's in my cart? Let me show this. And then I will do this. And there we go. There we go. Uh-oh. 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 What did I do? And these are the sewing needles. These are the quilting needles I use. I would like size 12s, but I like really good sharps because I'm really hard on them, and anything less than I bend them and break them. So I agree about the Valentine's thing, just to market chocolate and get hubbies unnecessarily in trouble. I just saw Weck canning jars used on another channel. Have you had any experience with them? I've never heard of them before. Yes, Timothy, I do have. Look in my thing. I have a video on canning with Weck jars a few years back. I don't particularly like them because their storage is a pain because the lids are glass And then you got the rings and all the little clips. And so I have them, but I don't necessarily use them. Janie, hi, darling. Hi, Rena. I'm eating a chocolate ice cream cone. Hey, Aldo. Your face looks happy and healthy, like you've lost some weight. I have not lost weight. I have actually been the same weight for 3 whole days. Anybody with fibro will tell you what a miracle that is. I have been yo-yoing all my life. Then I had gastric bypass and I dropped a ton of weight. Then I got sick or my system got sick and I gained a whole bunch back. And then I've dropped about 40 pounds in the last, I don't know, 6 years or so. And I have leveled off, which is really awesome. But now I can start looking at ways that I can decrease caloric intake now that I have leveled off. Does that make sense? Your hair is long and sexy. Well, thank you. It's a mess, actually, but I should put it up in its bun. Where's my pins? There's one pin. There's another pin. Let's just do that. This is, that messy bun, you think it's long and sexy. It's a bloody mess, right? And it only gets brushed like every other day because I just throw it up in this loose knot. Now I can't find my hairbrush anyway. I just throw it up in a loose knot because it's getting there, eh? It is getting long. As a matter of fact, I got up in the middle of the night and my ponytail had fallen out, or my messy bun, or whatever it was. And Howie said, Howie passed me on his way to the bathroom and I said, is my hair ever getting long? Because it was in my face. And he said, I was just about to say I haven't seen it that long in years. He never sees my hair down. So, next time I want to get sexy, I'm just going to pull the pins out, give him the hairy eyeball, and say, come here, baby. Yeah, I know, but it's a pain in the butt to have it down. I have issues with body temperature. I have a really hard time regulating my body temperature, and hair on the back of my neck doesn't help. So you get the granny bun all the time. Hey, Maria. Hey, Bev. How the hell are you doing? Kev Pie! Oh, you've been making Christmas ornaments. Well, look. Yes, it's only the 4-foot tree this year. And I actually think I might no, I'm just going to leave it. What was I going to say? Hi, Joanne Anderson. Wish mine was that thick still. I miss it. Oh, honey. My hair, if I ever find the picture of my hair after my wedding, when I let it grow all one length because I always layered my hair because it was so thick. This is the first time in my life that I've actually had long hair all one length, and I'm comfortable with it. So I haven't even had it trimmed. It's desperate need of a trim. What kind of topper do you have for that tree? I think I have a homemade angel. Not sure. It's all up in there. It's all up there. I'm getting ready. But I will be I'm making the backdrop as festive as possible because, and it's just, I'm in here a lot, so I need my joy. Oh, speaking of joy, guess who's coming for Christmas? I'll just let you mull on that for a minute. I have to finish cleaning in here. Hey, Mookie girl. Hey, Mookie girl. Pay no attention to the lady behind the fan. Okay, give me a second. Okay. This is the way we're working it. Arthur and Mel. Excuse me. Hey, Renee, how's it going? Um, yes, Nan, Arthur, and Mel, but we're doing it in shifts. I don't care if I have 2 or 3 Christmases, as long as I get them, because it kind of makes up for last year. Last year was pretty low key because of everybody was all freaked out about COVID being in China, and of course it was already here, and nobody had any testing to be able to find out that it was already here. Plus, I had a wedding, and I was really ill. If you remember last year. Oh, that's my new wave oven. I'm going to be doing some baking videos. Not all of them are going to be holiday baking videos. Okay. Hubby goes for an EEG tomorrow. Hope the roads are good. What's wrong with the roads? Yeah, it's been raining. It's been raining here. I take my mom to colonoscopy tomorrow. Oh, tell her to make sure they give her the full complement of drugs. I mean, next colonoscopy I have, I'm just going to say, okay, just fill me, right? Because I stayed. I didn't take the full drugs so that I could film it. Michigan on lockdown and some things again in 3 weeks. Well, a follow-up from diverticulitis. I'm the only one out of 5 kids who doesn't have it in my family. That's what killed my mother. Well, the ruptured bowel and peritonitis killed her. Anyway, I talked to Nan, and we have a plan. Arthur and Mel. Mel works for Canada Post, and her holidays are from, I think, the 6th till the 12th of December. So they're going to come up probably the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of that week, because those are the days mostly that Briar has off as well, right? So we're going to have a mini Christmas. Now, there's not going to be any Christmas tree because Nan is coming. I'm going to tell you why. There's not going to be any Christmas tree. This will be decorated. And maybe I can just pull out the plug and lift the whole tree out and take it out, for while we're opening presents or whatever. It's not really that big of a deal for my kids, because the tree must wait until Nan arrives. So Arthur and Mel are going to come up, stay a couple of days, bring my grandkitties, and then they're going to go. And then on the 12th, Howie, or the 11th or 12th, I don't know if Howie can get off early on the 11th, we're going to drive down and we're going to pick up Nan. And Nan's going to come up and she's going to stay here until after Christmas. And she's bunking in with me. Howie's giving up his bed so that Nan doesn't have to do the stairs because her knee's really bad. Even it's the knee, she had a partial replacement, but she's damaged some ligaments and it's constantly in pain for her. So I'm going to put on the matching. I'm going to clean the bedroom better. Like we're living in a laundry baskets half the time. And I'm going to put the matching sets of Christmas truck sheets on the beds. And I got a roommate to hang with for, until Christmas. If I want. And then Karen is going to come up a couple of days before Christmas. I hope, like the day before Christmas Eve or whatever. And Mom and Karen and Howie and Briar and I are going to have a Christmas. Unless Briar works Christmas Day. And I'm really hoping that his boss, I don't mind that he works Christmas Day because everybody kind of leaves his boss in the lurch for holidays. And Briar says, hey, I don't mind. But I said, well, if you have a choice, please take the afternoon shift from 2 till 9. And that way you can have Christmas morning with us and then Daddy can drive you to work in the afternoon. Right? Oh, trust me. Hey, Andrew. I know. I'm going to have 2 Christmases this year. God willing and everything being equal and ordinary. Now, I know it's a risk, because Nan's 82, right? And but she's going straight from Port Hope to here. We're not making any stops or anything like that. And our house is going to be well cleaned after Arthur and Mel leave. Not that that's going to be a problem, but we're gonna it's all going to be fine. And Nan and I are going to decorate the tree. We might even do it live. We'll see. It'll be just you. You're doing Christmas next July. Hopefully her ligaments will heal and she'll have a wonderful holiday. Well, she's going up, and guess what? I have two turkeys. I have two turkeys. It was meant to be, right? It will. We are doing Christmas next July. I mean, it's all about when you want to do it, right? We're still going to have Christmas on Christmas Day, but I'm going to have it with the kids. We're going to exchange presents, and we're going to play board games, and we're going to eat good food. Isn't that what Christmas is all about anyway? Like, I mean, when it comes to being with family. Hi, Donna Castle. Got your carrots pulled. Washing now. Wow, Deej, really? The real message is live your life, exercise caution, but live your best life. Exactly. So, I mean, mom's going to be wearing a mask the whole time from the time we pick her up to the time we get her here. Right? And I always carry hand sanitizer. Right? And nobody else is going to be here except Briar and Howie and I. Right? So I'm protesting. I'm protesting. I'm have all my family for Thanksgiving. There you go. Do it. I mean, we all have to exercise caution. We frigging get it. I can't even watch public television at all because all I hear, they're now putting out commercials. Our health minister puts out a commercial like every 20 minutes saying, wear masks, sanitize, don't touch your face, stay in a public, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you know what? Shut up. Okay? We're not stupid. We're going to use hand sanitizer. We're going to do the masks, and we're going to do all that stuff. But we're still going to have Christmas. Right? Did you catch the bird I just flipped? We had pizza Thanksgiving outside last week. It was great. Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay, I got a thing to put in my mask that keeps it out so I can breathe and talk. Got here this morning, used to get my meds today. Is that the little rubber thing that I've seen on Facebook? Because I was thinking of getting those, but I don't go out that much. Trudeau talks about the Great Reset. What are your thoughts? I don't think Trudeau has an original. Okay, this is the only time I'm going to talk politics. I don't think Trudeau has an original thought that isn't fed to him. I honestly think he's the best example of a puppet I have ever seen. Reset? I don't know what that is. I think we've been on reset since we didn't know we had COVID in our country. While it was just coming out on the news about China, it was already here. Right? So I don't believe anything anybody says, but I exercise caution and I do my thing. Oh, it's plastic. Awesome. Hey, Amy. Same here, Mrs. V. We got hit with the third wave of this crap. Oh, yeah, most of Quebec's a red zone. The only thing that will stop me from getting Nan up here is an all-out block between provinces. And I don't think it's going to come to that this year. Reset, I honestly think, Trudeau's giving money out hand over fist, okay? And Quebec is being extra conservative, trying to, because we had a surplus in our budget when COVID hit in Quebec. And now we're in debt. Not, and it's pretty huge. And the Quebec government wants to balance our budget in the next 5 years. But everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah, don't worry about the budget so much. We got to look after the things that are happening right now, and we'll deal with the budget later. But I'd like to know where this these trillions of dollars are going to come from, Mr. Trudeau. My pocket, I would assume, when it comes to tax time. But if you're talking about a financial reset, like forgiving everybody's debts and starting over, I'm all for that. But doubt that's ever going to happen, because we know the world leaders run the economy. And behind the world leaders are all the companies that pay the politicians to run the world. That there is never going to be a financial reset. Hey, Julie. So that's the last you're going to hear me talk about that. Okay? I know, but somebody asked. If lockdowns work, the virus would be gone, or just about. Well, the problem is you get idiots. Like twice now down in Chelsea. I don't know if it was twice in Chelsea, but I know there was somebody rented an Airbnb in Chelsea and threw a big friggin' party, and it caused an outbreak. Chelsea, okay, I live here. Okay, I live here. Wakefield is here. Chelsea is here. Right? I smell the chicken cooking. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some baking videos, but I'm really trying to get my house in order. I have gifts to wrap, cards to finish, and I have, things I have to plan for the holidays. So that's okay, Trips. Oh, our numbers. I don't even look at the numbers because I don't trust the numbers anymore. Are they numbers just because they're doing more testing in one area? Are the numbers, because I've never seen any testing in our area, right? I don't necessarily trust it. So, the people that are doing those drive-by tests, how well are they sanitizing between tests of the tests that they're giving, right? If debt is forgiven, New World Order takes all personal owned property and you depend on government. That's never going to happen, is it? Better not. This may be what the world is pushing for. This may be what the world companies and politicians, because I know they're back and back, maybe that's what they're pushing for. Maybe they're pushing for a whole world reset where the government runs everything. The, what do you call it? The United Nations. So I don't want to talk about it. It's just bleak. Yeah, of course, if you do more I don't trust the numbers. I don't trust that anybody, media, health-wise, government-wise, they're going to skew the numbers in their favor. Or whether that's to scare the crap out of us or to warn us. But they're going to skew the numbers to get people, like they've got all this stuff. Oh, if you buy online now, they're doing cash back and stuff like that. What are they doing? Right? You got political rallies you had political rallies going on, but people couldn't go to church. What the hell? Never trust the numbers. So, new report admits there's a lot of false positives. Yeah. Is your garden completely empty? No, I put in 8 beds of garlic. So I'll have a spring or early summer harvest of garlic. Hey, Furby, how's it going? I don't know anyone who has passed away from it. Neither have any of my friends. I've known people who've had it. Now, can I be 100% sure? Were they tested? No. But they had it in November before we even had, people were still weren't even looking at China yet. And people here were sick, deadly sick. Really healthy, strong people got really, really, really sick. And it went on for 6, 7 weeks. So, and yet they took screenshots of their conversations with other people in Facebook, and they had all the symptoms. We know that now because we knew what the symptoms were. We know what the symptoms are now. Government in control, yada, yada, yada. You had it and it's horrible. Yeah, it is horrible. It is really horrible. The problem is not that it's so deadly. Yes, it's deadly for people with compromised immune systems. Yes, it's deadly for people with compromised respiratory systems and the elderly, which are usually plagued with both. Okay? The problem is its absolute communicability. It's like 99.9% communicable. And it's because it's a virus, it's constantly morphing about how it is communicated from one person to the next. Right? There's no getting away from it, really. You figured out what they're doing. I'm proud of you. Oh, I knew all this stuff a long time ago. I just don't talk about it, Charlene. I just don't talk about it. Why? Because the time for doing anything about it is past. Whatever will be, que sera cerebral. Right? I mean, it's no good getting people frightened and militant and angry and all these things. It creates negative feedback in the energy field. You get me? You feel me? It creates negativity. So what we do is we push out everything we can. If you have to do this on paper, do it. Push out everything in your life that is negative, that you have no control over. For instance, can I control the numbers of COVID? No. But I can control how I respond to them, which is not to pay attention to them at all. If I need important information, my husband will give it to me. Now that sounds archaic, but it's a defense mechanism while shit's hitting the fan right now. How he listens to the news on his way to and from work. And he checks it all on his phone and stuff, on his breaks. If anything is really, really important, he'll tell me. Why? Because anything else is just negative noise. Right? Time to live our lives. Just be careful. Mary Jane's she's having a hard time right now. She's in a lot of pain right now. Her diverticulitis has kicked in, and I keep telling her to phone the hospital, but she's going to see if she can't get through it first, but we'll see. What's going on, Janie? Okay. Oh, Janie, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Yarn Prepper says, Bev, name 2 must-make Christmas cookies, snowballs and shortbread. That's a no friggin' brainer. Well, I'm hoping so too. I'm the same, Bev. My youngest son, who lives 2 hours away, keeps me informed. I can't watch TV, right? I watch Netflix or YouTube. I don't do TV, right? I don't do TV. I just can't. If it's not Christmas, spend, Black Friday. It's COVID, numbers, politics. Oh, shut it the shit off. That's why I have Netflix, right? Sugar cookies and snickerdoodles. No TV for me for years. Well, Howie has to have TV. And the man pays for it, so he gets it. But I don't watch it. When we watch TV at night, I now have PVR. Why? So if I can watch, I have I have some guilty secret shows that I love to watch when I just want to get right out of reality. Everybody has them. Howie's is Below Decks and The Curse of Oak Island and Forged in Fire. Mine is The Housewives. Now, I've only seen about 10 episodes of 6 different housewives or whatever it is, but I now have PVR. And what PVR is going to allow me to do, it's going to allow me to binge watch. I said to Howie, just start saving everything, right? While we watch through this Netflix series, start saving all our shows, then we can binge watch and fast forward through the commercials. Digging with Deej. The church in the next town north of me had 200 congregation attending church with no masks or distancing as seen on video. Huge outbreak. I'm not going anywhere for a while. Well, I mean, seriously. All you have to do, if you want to have a church service, is have somebody standing out there and have ushers and put tape markers on the pews and have people ushered in so many at a time. If you're one group of a family, you sit here. The next one sits here. The bench behind, they sit here. So that you can social distance and go to church. Right? But you got to be smart. Mine is The Walking Dead. Oh, God, I had to stop watching it. It was just went on way too long. Oh, I watched Shameless. I haven't seen season 10 yet. I'm hoping it comes out on Netflix soon. I'm not so big on the Trailer Park Boys because I knew a lot of people like that in trailer parks. Pretty sure that whole series was based on the Fraserville Trailer Park or the Fraserville, mobile home place. There's people having church in cars. Absolutely. They're doing it with concerts. People are going out, singing live on an outdoor stage, and people are parking, and it's like a drive-in, right? I mean, we're finding new ways of doing everything, right? Hey, hot child in the city. How you doing, Christina? 90 Day Fiance is mine. One thing I cannot watch is Married at First Sight, where they have other people pick their spouse and they get married with the option of getting divorced if it doesn't work. What the hell happened to the institution of marriage? Holy crap. Yarn Prepper says, Bev, do you make any Christmas candies? I made potato candy last year. Briar said it was just really, 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 really rich. So, yeah, I think the next time I make potato candy, I'm going to use, instant potatoes and make them drier. And that way I can use less icing sugar so they won't be as rich. Does that make sense? I gotta go. It got to be so hard for the young people. No meeting, no dating. That's ridiculous. Marriage is sacred. Absolutely. To me, and I'm pretty sure I was a wild child. Okay? I was a hippie wild child kind of deal. But when it comes to marriage, I was only doing it once. Once. You ask Mary Jane. Mary Jane got married once. And I waited. I was 26 years old with a toddler when I said yes. Finally. And I've said yes before, but realized, thank God, before the nuptials that it just wasn't for me. My recipes for my 5 people will be Polish and Italian holiday cookies. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm going to be making granola again soon, granola bars, because they were so delicious. We ate them all. Well, I was putting two in Howie's lunch every day, and I was giving them to Briar too. But Brigitte has given me a new recipe for granola bars. So hopefully we'll have a better run this time. My recipes for, oh, okay, I saw that. Have you not noticed nothing is sacred anymore on TV? Well, why do you think I don't watch it? I watch Real Housewives only because I can live vicariously through them and their wealth, right? That's all. But I mean, that kind of wealth, I'm telling you, it really, you can, there's no way that we can identify with how they live because money buys everything for them, right? Yeah, I can't watch Married at First Sight, right? And then they do follow-ups and all that stuff, and it's like, you know what? You don't marry a total. I mean, yeah, they go, oh, well, they did arranged marriages all the time. Yeah, but arranged marriages were contracts put out by families with no options for divorce. That's why we call it barbaric. Everything seems to be kill, death, and murder on TV. I watch Oak. Oh my God, I saw the end of Sons of Anarchy. I would have written the last 12 minutes a lot different. I would have, anybody here a son proves money can't buy you brains or love, but it can rent them. And only for short periods of time. Because what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Sons of Anarchy. Guys, skip the entire last episode if you haven't watched it. Okay? Because it was idiotic. A, the trucker would have pulled over the moment he saw all those police lights. B, there would have been a roadblock. If they had gotten that many cops behind them, there should have been some in front. And him just killing himself like that? You pussy. Do the time. Go to jail. Be a man. Man up. Do the friggin' time. How many pints of potatoes did you can for you and Papa? I canned about, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I told you when I did them. I don't know now. I don't know, about 14. The blooming apples I made with my client did not come out right. They taste good, though. Ever watched The Spanish Princess? No. Oh, good. Good. I heard that truckers are going on strike. I hope not. Housewives in Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be. Far living is the life for me. Did I just age myself? Can you can potatoes in quarts? That's how I do it. Most of my potatoes are in quarts. Oh, okay. Sorry. I should have said spoiler alert. They are the 26th to the 29th. What is the 26th to the 29th? But you know who I love? I now have three pink Himalayan lamps. And they are named Tig. Bobby's on my bedside table because he's a short little squat thing. And then Chibs is on my piano. It looks like Tig, only it has a scar of darker salt through it. So I've named them Bobby, Tig, and Chibs. Who? Strike canceled. Land spreading out so far and wide. I'm old. I was singing with you, Bev. Loved Green Acres. My husband drive truck and the price of diesel going up. thanks to Biden. Okay, we're not going to talk politics, remember? Um, so aside from Opie, who I looked at like a son, out of Tig, Bobby, and Chibs, which is my favorite? Looking forward to all the Christmas movies. Love Ben Hur. Well, I'm not a Hallmark movie person. So I hope mom watches all her Hallmark movies down there because they're just, I call them cookie cutter movies. You're talking to somebody who's a born editor. I mean, I've been picking apart movies long before I started YouTube videos, right? Tig. Tig. His name is Kim Coates. And I watched an interview on George Stroumboulopoulos on him last night from I don't know, from a few years back, and I love him even more because actors, there are certain actors who come across who really get into their character, but it's because they identify, something in them identifies with the character. And so it becomes a personal role for them, and you see them in the character. Does that make sense? So when I had to watch the interview out of absolute curiosity, on Kim Coates, and he's been married like over 30, longer than Howie and I. He's got daughters. He's been with the same woman. In the interview, it was 27, more than 27 years. And that interview was 8 years ago. Right. And just the fact that he's been married that long, and there's certain, he said, he said, is there any roles you won't play? And he said, I won't play a pedophile. And he said, why not? He said, I won't go there. And that is the mark of a really good character actor. Why? Because he'd have to get into it in his brain. He would have to immerse himself in that character, and that's just one character he refused to play. Good on you, Kim. Good on you. Oh, I love Golden Girls. Can you dehydrate leftover vegetables from supper? Depends on if there's any butter on them. I wouldn't. I would just make up a casserole and throw it in the freezer. When he had to watch his daughter be tortured. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, yes. It was horrible. It was horrible. Oh, God. Michael Landon. Everybody liked Michael Landon. When it was Bonanza, I liked Hoss. Bev, time for my bed. Good night and see you tomorrow. Okay, Rena, you take care, sweetie. You all need to watch Legends of the Fall. You mean the movie? I saw that years and years ago, and maybe I will appreciate it more now that I'm older, but it didn't impress me back then. Any comedy recommendations? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh, we watched a new movie on Netflix last night called something about the Coopers. Home with the Coopers or something, with Diane Keaton, John Goodman, Alan Arkin. Howie says, it's not my, he watched it for me. Remember, Howie has turned a switch in his head because he's seen how far I have dropped off the Christmas spirit meter. And he is now trying to get me into the mood. So he watched A Christmas Miss. You know what is that? Do you want to watch a movie tonight? Whatever you want, dear. Right? But we're watching a new series now called, oh my God. It was done by the same people who done the Rectify. It's called not Revenge, not Renege. I can't remember. Um, no Netflix. Hubs refuses to pay. Well, oh, that's funny. That's actually funny because um I was having a conversation with Mary Jane today, and she said, "Well, Howie always gets what he wants first." And blah. I said, "No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I had years of homesteading before he got his, before we shut it down and got him into racing. It's all about give and take, right? Little House on the Prairie and the Waltons. I couldn't watch them anymore as an adult. I could as a kid. It's one of those movies. It's like a Christmas Miracle movie, kind of, but it's like Christmas Vacation meets Love Actually with a little bit of Christmas with the Cranks in it. It's a good movie. I buy a National Christmas Vacation ornament. Oh, really? Oh, where do you get them? From Hallmark for hubby, as it's his favorite movie. Hey, never enough time. I want Marty Moose mugs this year. Well, oh, speaking of which, the three, pretty sure I ordered three. The three Connected Heart 30-ounce mugs. Yes, that's sitting next to against my face. Have been shipped. Ella in Paris. I've never heard of it. Do you know what my Christmas movies are? I know it's early, but my Christmas movies are the Bishop's Wife, and not the newer one, the original one with I believe it was Clark Gable, and David Niven. It was David Niven. So the all the miracles on 34th Street, love them all. Scrooge with Alistair Sim, Scrooged with Bill Murray, Christmas with the Cranks for Howie, because it's his free, frosty, free. When we start quoting, all weekend, we've been quoting National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. If you notice, when he opened the park, oh, no, that was a Christmas movie. Today was Fragile. Must be Italian. That was yesterday. Babes in Toyland with Laurel and Hardy. Oh, I've never seen that. Miracle on 34th Street. Absolutely. Classics. Going My Way. It's not actually a Christmas movie. It's a pre-Christmas movie. Going My Way with Bing Crosby and I can't remember his name. Nightmare Before Christmas. Cary Grant was in The Bishop's Wife. Thank you, Cary Grant. Thank you, Shell. We had Christmas Vacation on right after Halloween. Well, we don't normally we don't do any Christmas because we're Canadians, so we don't do our Thanksgivings in October, but we don't do anything Christmas until after November 11th. This is the first time I've put on my Christmas lights outside. I did in the summer when I'd go swimming, but I mean at night. But I mean, it's the first time they've been put on for the sake of having them on. So the new movie. Oh! What's the movie with Kurt Russell, Santa Claus? There's a sequel with Goldie Hawn in it. I saw it on that. I didn't see it, but I said to Howie, that's going to be a double feature one night. Yeah, it's raining right now. I have a fire going only because it's so cold and damp, but it's not Christmas Vacation. Elf, got to do Elf. Loretta Young was in the earlier movie. Polar Express, another really good one. Like Briar said, you've never seen Polar Express, Mom? You got to watch Polar Express. And Briar's not a Christmas movie person. He said it was really well done, right? The Christmas Chronicles. Well, there's a second one now. Thank you, Lee McLeod. There's a Christmas Chronicle 2's coming. It's on Netflix right now. Yes, it's on Netflix. Muppet Christmas Carol? Eh. Mind you, I would have loved to see Michael Keaton do portray Scrooge in A Christmas Carol with an actual cast, not Muppets, because he played Scrooge really well. Elf, of course, Elf, of course. You know. Oh my God, I love the First Chronicles. Oh yeah, yeah, me too. I love it. He says, "I don't do ho ho ho. I don't do it. It's a myth." And at the end, as he rides by, he goes, "Just once for you. Ho, ho, ho." I got to see how much Netflix is and convince hubby. I just, I'm not a big Home Alone fan. Never have been. Never have been. Uh, I just found the kid bloody annoying and the parents irresponsible. Right? It's not a Christmas movie for me. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Come on, folks. $14.95 a month. Yeah, I bet I've had Netflix for years. Oh, as Mary Jane and I were talking, and she was saying, "Oh, he always gets what he wants." I said, "You know what, sweetheart? What you don't realize is that this woman is in control of the money. I let him have control for 6 months when he was building his race car, and then I took control back before it got really bad. But the truth is, my husband earns enough money that when payday comes, I give him extra if I can. Why? Because he's working 2 jobs, he's working another job in our barn, paying for his race season. He's being responsible for his own money. Everything else, paychecks and all that stuff coming in, I look after. He's quite happy to say, "How much money can I have on payday?" And I'll tell him, and then I'll say, from now till next payday, here's the cash you can have. And from now till next payday, you just swipe the card for coffee and gas only. Right? Oh, yeah, I know. Can't watch It's a Wonderful Life. I get depressed. Really. Well, the one movie we didn't watch first this year was Krampus. I just am not in the mood for a dark Christmas movie, right? Of course, Miracle on 34th Street. What? Charlie Brown Christmas will be on TV. Are you kidding? I bought the Charlie Brown Christmas cards. Charlie Brown got canceled. Why? Why? I don't understand. The Man Who Came to Dinner. Oh, and there's one, and I used to be a huge, huge fan of Nicolas Cage until he became a cookie cutter actor. But he did a movie, and it's on Netflix, where he's a high-powered executive and has the perfect life. And it's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life, except they dump him in a life of what it would have been like if he had actually married his first love, right? Probably because of Linus's speech. Oh, well. Yep, we heard that too. They took it off TV now. I love Charlie Brown Christmas. Well, I'm just going to buy the friggin' DVD, aren't I? I'll watch it whenever I frickin' want. And I said frickin'. Love Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas. Family Man. Thank you, Doris. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that movie. I really enjoyed that movie because it actually was believable. The ending was believable, where they just sat down and had a coffee. They didn't part at the airport. So it was kind of cool. Yeah, Family Man's one of my new favorites. So Papa's going to be home in about 20 minutes. I got to go quickly unload and load the dishwasher, wipe the counters, and put the kettle on for the instant mashed potatoes. We're having chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Apple TV has the rights. Oh, I'll find out. I'll find it on eBay. You watch. Anyway, sorry things got a little bit negative, but you know what? Every once in a while, we've got to let the pressure off, right? We got to vent that shit. So now we're going to drop it all behind us, and we're going to do a spiritual hug, or we're going to share some spiritual nourishment. This is a non-denominational prayer to the higher power of your understanding. Okay? My higher power is my higher power. You do you, and thus everybody's faith can fit in where they want it to, and we can share some joy and some peace and some love with the rest of the world. So, and if you don't want to stay, that's no judgment. You don't have to. But we're not hiding our lights under the bushel anymore, right? So let's all take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, it's us, Connected Hearts, YouTube family. And we push the negative boundaries quite a bit today, God. But you know what? We're not all about sunshine and roses and lollipops, right? We do need to talk about these things sometimes, right? But like I said, we're going to focus on the things we have control over, and try and push away the things from our minds and our hearts that we have no control over, because it's a waste of energy, isn't it? So God, help everybody just drop all the negativity behind them, and for us to be like a dog and kick dirt over that crap and just move forward, right? But God, we really want to link hands and link hearts right now. And we want to shed those bushels off of our lights. Because when we link hearts and we link hands, our light burns brighter. And when we burn our light, God, the light of honesty, open-mindedness, willingness, that's how we do it. Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. And we walk forward, linked hearts, linked hands, shining light, and we walk forward, pushing back against the darkness. Let us be those shining lights of patience and tolerance and love, dear God. Let us enclose more people in that circle of light than ever before. Because we know, God, when you give us the power to share our light, we push back at the darkness. Because darkness can't live where a bright light shines. And please, God, help everybody to look outside the box of their holiday traditions and make new ones. Find a reason to celebrate every day, whether it's Christmas or not. Thank you, God. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Blessed be. Miigwech. Whatever or however you address your higher power or your energy source, let it be said with love and confidence, knowing you are heard. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Her Half Acre Homestead saying, I gotta go make dinner. I love you. It's Monday, so all things being equal and normal, I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Take care. God bless. Remember, your life has value. You wouldn't be here otherwise. And I don't mean here, I mean on the planet, right? Don't ever look away from God's gift.